So you want to know how to develop your own sound or style as a producer. It's an important video, so I want to make sure that you guys pay very close attention. So the way that you develop your sound as a producer is by paying attention to your influences and what inspires you musically. The thing is, what's going to be your style is typically something that's already right in front of you. So you have to look at what inspired you musically. What drove you to actually start creating music and becoming a music producer? What's that style? What's that subgenre that you really, really enjoy? Now, in the process, you're of course going to tailor things and create your own style and, kind of take little pieces here and there. So it might not just be one specific thing. Let's just say, for instance, you enjoy boom bap. So you might listen to a whole lot of boom bap, you might listen to a whole lot of jazz, but in the process of listening to boom bap and jazz, you decide you want to actually create R&B and incorporate those elements into your style of R&B production. Does that make sense? So instead of really just searching all around and, seeing okay, this is what's selling, or this is what my homeboy wanted, and I just seen this post on Instagram and they talk about they made $10 million making, Afro beats or whatever style of beats, instead of, kind of swaying and just kind of turning your head every which way, because it can be confusing, because, we have so much information these days. It can be easy to, have your focus shifted from, what truly inspires you, what truly, fortifies your energy and your spirit and your body, and then just kind of running around chasing your tail. So instead of doing that, one thing you could do is actually just, open your eyes, look right in front of you and notice, okay, this is the music that I enjoy doing. This is the music that really feeds me. And these are the type of producers that make the style of music that I really enjoy and that I aspire to eventually be like. So you want to be clear, but it can be difficult in the beginning, because when you're in the beginning stages and you're watching all these different tutorials, some of them might be all drill tutorials, some of them might be all R&B tutorials. You just want to learn these different techniques. You can start to try to incorporate, okay, they did this in this drill tutorial, so today I'm gonna make like 5 drill beats. Then after I do that, I'm gonna email 5 drill artists to see if they'll jump on it. But deep down inside, you don't want to do that. Deep down inside, you're inspired by Afrobeat music, and that's truly what you want to create. It's cool to check out the tutorials because these different techniques can be used. And once again, as a producer, sometimes there are commercial and business reasons why you want to have these skills, where you want to have these techniques, so you can create those type of beats on demand. But you don't want to just be like scattered, like a bag just floating around in the wind that's just blowing every which way. Figure out the type of beats that you like, figure out the type of music that you enjoy listening to, and then just really hone in. If you need to, primarily focus on that style of music when it comes to tutorials, or when it comes to, type beat producers that you like, and I eventually want to get like that person. Focus in on them, get your main primary sound down, your main primary style down. The style of music that hey, if I have some time and I really want to get my emotions out, this is the type of music that I want to be able to create and put out into the universe for people to enjoy listening to. Now, once again, touching on the commercial or business needs, you still want to have those skill sets, because if you want to make music for fun and for enjoyment, that's cool. But if you want to make music and eventually, make money from the music, at least having the ability to create those, catchy, those mainstream style of beats, definitely gonna come in handy. For instance, I'll use myself an example. I primarily enjoy making hip hop, soul, and R&B style of beats, right? In that process, I'm in Atlanta, and Atlanta is a city that likes club bangers, trap, street music. So that's something that I really had to learn how to make along the way, and it's come in handy. My primary sound, that's what artists will look to me for, that hip hop, soul, R&B sound. But the ability to still create trap helps me, especially in the middle of something like studio sessions. Hey, I'm in this mood, I want to make this type of song, I can cook up a beat like that. But the thing is, in the process, I never really complicated the two. It's almost like this is the style of beat that really fortifies me and that I really enjoy doing. And then here's a style of beat that I think is cool. It's trendy. I can understand the sensibilities behind why people like this type of music. And that's important. You know, when you develop your style, you get comfortable. You don't want to stay in a comfort zone. You still want to be diverse and have a skill set to get out of your comfort zone. But once you do, please, when you hear those other styles of music, like drill, like trap, like Afrobeat, in the process of listening to the music, understand why people like that. And if you can understand why people like that, that can pull your energy and inspire you to get outside of your comfort zone and say, okay, today I'm gonna make a drill beat. Today I'm gonna make a trap beat. Today I'm gonna make an Afro beat. And it's really fun whenever you accomplish something like that. Okay, I've locked down my main style. I listened to Desmond's advice. I locked in. I learned the chords. I learned how the sample chopping style of the producers that I really look up to, the mainstream, the OGs, and the current type beat producers. So I'm competitive. I can rock with them. But now let me see why people like this other style of music. And once you hone in on that, why people like the other styles of music that you don't primarily make, that's gonna pull you in, and it could be a whole lot of fun. It's like, I really don't make this type of music, but man, this is so fun. It's just, you know, it's just cool just to kind of flex your musical ability. And one funny thing is, in the process of going from your main sound to the trendier sound that more people, or the secondary sound that people might gravitate towards more commercially, is you'll start to notice elements of your main style creep in to the other style, the secondary style. And it's pretty cool. It's like, I noticed that this is a different rhythm. I'm moving my body differently, but I can still hear that I enjoy, you know, this style of chord or this texture of strings, and I'm adding that into this other style of music. And other people might not catch it right away, but it's really enjoyable to see that, you know, your style of that trendier music still has your DNA on it. So it's not a total deviation. It's just, you're just stretching your comfort zone and hitting both worlds. The music that truly fortifies you, that's based on music that inspired you to actually start creating music, and that's pulling into the secondary, trendier, more commercially viable, monetized sound that you know is gonna make more money. You know, maybe it's vice versa. Maybe you do make trendier sounds and you want to start making like more underground music for like a certain specialty project. You know, either way, you have both skill sets. So in a nutshell, guys, developing your style of music is really a journey that's going to be based on trial and error, that's really connected to your inspirations musically. So, you know, don't beat yourself up. Don't try to rush to the finish line or kick yourself wondering why your tracks don't sound as good and your bass don't sound as smooth and all that kind of stuff. This is a journey. You're gonna learn as you go. Tutorials are cool, but the true learning starts by doing. Okay? So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Desmond A. And also make sure you join the Discord. You can find the link in the description. Also go to DesmondASounds.com. Get the free loops, free guides, free FL Studio Patcher plugins. I'm here to serve the music production community to help us all grow. So, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe. My name is Desmond A. And I'll be back with more great videos. Peace. Desmond.